What do a polar bear, a whale, and a monarch butterfly all have in common? They could all vanish unless we protect them with one of the most powerful environmental federal laws in the US and the world. Did you know the Endangered Species Act is 99% effective in bringing species back from the brink of extinction? How? What does it do? And why should you care? The good thing is you don't have to do all the research to find out. We already did it for you. The Endangered Species Act was signed into law in 1973. It aims to prevent the extinction of around 1,700 native U.S. and foreign species. Pretty much anyone can petition for a species to be reviewed for listing. There just needs to be enough scientific evidence that the species is endangered or threatened because of any of these 5 factors. If there is enough scientific evidence to support the petition, the species enters the status review process. Monarch butterflies have also been petitioned to be listed and are currently going through this process. Scientists are currently evaluating their population trends, habitat loss, and threats to determine if they meet the criteria to be listed. Once listed, a species receives a powerful set of protections under the federal law. So what are those protections and why do we care so much about preserving them? The simple answer is that the Endangered Species Act works, and it works well. Without it, nearly 300 species would likely be gone today. Here's a quick rundown of all the protections species receive once listed. First, it's illegal to kill, harm, harass, or capture the species. Ever seen those viral videos of people getting yelled at by lifeguards for approaching monk seals in Hawaii? That's the ESA in action. Second is habitat protection. It's not enough just to protect the individuals. Protecting their habitat is just as important, especially because habitat loss is one of the #1 causes of species endangerment. Once listed, the species habitat is identified and protected, stopping development, logging, or other resource extraction that could destroy it. The government is also required to create a recovery plan. This includes steps like breeding programs, habitat restoration, protection of essential food sources, and other beneficial development. For example, krill are protected as an endangered food source for listed blue whales. That means restrictions have been placed on large-scale krill harvesting. Wildlife crossings are an example of beneficial developments. They've been a major part of the recovery plans for Florida panthers. Experts on the endangered species must give insight into the approval of federal projects. Their consultations are based on predicted harm to the species or to its habitat. This one's easy. No trade or transport of the species. For example, we've all heard of the horrible ivory trade, which is banned and illegal to protect Asian and African elephants that are both listed. The ban on commercial whaling is another major step towards the preservation of several species. Listed species are also eligible for federal funding and grants to support scientific research and recovery projects. This is a great example of a recovery project for Appalachian bog turtles. While not a legal protection, ESA listing sparks education, advocacy, and community involvement. I had no idea monarch butterflies were threatened at all. Even just being reviewed for listing has sparked education. Consider everything you've learned about endangered species, the things you learned in school as a child, or the things you've read in articles or seen on the internet. Being told not to swat at a praying mantis as a kid, or learning about the importance of saving the ice caps for the polar bears. This is all thanks to the ESA listings that have helped inspire that kind of education and action. Being added to the ESA list is a warning sign, but also a turning point. It means we still have time to act and the tools to save them. Follow us to learn how you can take action for endangered species this Endangered Species Day and every day. And share this to spread the word in education.